Hey guys, Ash Rachel Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you're going through something and you need it out there today. Today's going to be, well, I'm in a mood today, guys. I'm in a mood. You've been pre-warned because I'm fired up. I'm thinking about what could have been with Community Weeks. That is the event that's actually kind of culminating with the trivia dungeon right now inside the game. And shout out to those creators, Nubs, Deadwood Jedi, Scratch, and YST. They won us some really good gifts here. You know, Legendary Skill Tome, all this stuff that you can claim in-game. They won on the stream, and I'll have a link to the stream there. By the way, the 150k silver, nice touch, Plarium, to add the 150k silver. That's almost enough to remove 2 artifacts from a champion. Not bad, not bad. Today, I want to talk about what could have been with Community Month, Community Weeks, right? But I want to also start by being fair and acknowledging that this is not meant to be just a straight up rant or hate video, right? Because, let's be real, they didn't have to do this, right? Like this Community Weeks thing, I'm sure it did in some way. My cynical side of me says that it filled like an open slot on their calendar of things not coming. Faction War's not quite ready yet. There's not a big IP collab until later on this summer or something. What are we gonna do? Let's just do Community Weeks and not do anything related to community, but let's call it that and give them some stuff. To be fair though, they did give us a lot of stuff, including a free legendary. We got these in-game rewards. We got a promo code, which is probably the worst of all time. There's that. 300k silver. That's enough to remove 2 artifacts straight up, right? On any champion you want. So not level them up or anything. Let's just remove. We got the 2 weeks of free gear removal, which we'll talk about in a little bit here as well. What do we get? We get the free Relic. I'm not going to complain about that at all. So we got some stuff. We really do. We got extra rewards on the reward calendar in addition to that. And they had a pretty banger stream, right? Shout out to those creators for actually having, like, I didn't have super high hopes for Trivia Dungeon, which I'll link to you guys. But it was actually a really nice event. Like, they did a hell of a job with it. So it's not meant to be just like this one-sided, screw you, Plarium. It's meant to be like, wait a second here. Let's back up for a moment here. Maybe for next year, let's provide some feedback on what could make this better. This is just my stupid opinion here, right? And who am I? I'm just one player in the damn game. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below as well. First of all, boys and girls, gather around. Class is in session. Class with Ash. What is the definition of community? The definition of community is a group of people living in the same place. Okay, that doesn't apply. How about number 2? A feeling of fellowship with others as a result from sharing common attributes, interests, and goals. Okay, I like that. So let's think about it. We already talked about what we got, right? And again, we gave some credit where credit was due to Plarium. I felt like that. But let's start by thinking about the definition of community. And let's start by thinking about what they could have done in the game, right? Now, community is about, to me, in a video game, it's about adding things to the actual game that help the community thrive, right? That helps us enjoy this game together with other people who share similar attributes that we do. Now, listen, no one's going to complain about a free legendary champion. Let's be real here, right? I mean, yeah, they got the wrong faction. Sure, it's a B champion at best, but a free legendary is a free legendary, a free relic's a free relic. But what I don't see in my comments any day, literally any video, is, Ash, I like this game, but when are they going to give us more free average champions? Because when you get a champion in this game, again, I'm not trying to throw hate on Udex Artor. Like, he's not an awful champion. I'm sure he helps a lot of players out. So it's really not about that. But, like, I've said this before, but in this game, giving a free legendary isn't exactly giving a free legendary. That's like a third of the battle. Now you got to upgrade them. Now you got to either spend or save or whatever your precious skill tomes. Then you got to worry about, you know, empowerment and relics and blessings and getting the RNG to get a blessing for a champion. Or then there's an after event where you have to spend for it that has the blessing. All I'm trying to say is the community wasn't clamoring for another free legendary reviver in the Sacred Order. Again, I'll take it. I'm not like complaining about it, but that wasn't like the #1 community need or pain point. So what would be a good idea, Ash? Listen, you have a lot of complaints. Where's your ideas? I hate people who just complain and don't bring anything to the table. So here is my attempt to do that. Let's start by, I don't know, friendly battles. Friendly battles has not been something that's been on the urgent triage list on Plarium because there's no way to monetize it. Let's be real here, right? There's no way to monetize me playing against my clanmates, in a friendly battle situation. But everybody has, think about it this way. Plarium doesn't have to do anything. They just have to provide the infrastructure, aka a friendly battle system, to allow us to battle a clanmate. And then the rest, you can leave it up to, what was that? That word? Community. You can leave it up to the clans and the community and the individual players. Now, as a content creator, I could host my own tournaments, right? As a clan, who cares about stupid content creators? You could host your own clan tournaments. You could put they're not going to make live arena with the cool rules, with the restrictions. You can make inter-clan competitions. I could host competitions. Anybody could. Where, hey, who's going to win in my friendly battle tournament for best rare teams? Or only Orc faction, the worst faction in the game, right? Or only Sylvan Watchers, the best faction in the game, right? We could have our own contests. Not only that, but we could test out our builds, test out our combos, test out our champions. We could thrive as a community with friendly battles. Think of all the possibilities, both on the competitive side and just the testing your champions side, right? Number 2 is, what's the number 1 question that you guys have in your clan? If you're anything like my clan, it's, hey guys, I just unlocked Embries, for example, right? How do you have them built, guys? What's the number 1 question that everybody asks when they get a champion in their clans? Is, hey, what build do you use on this? Hey, I saw you pull up the massive Hydra numbers. How do you have what masteries are you using? What's your build? What artifacts? Well, you know what they could add to the game to help us thrive as a community, a clan, right? Share build. Boom. 1 tap at a button in the chat. Share a build. That's it. Hey, here's how I have my champion built. Boom. What a great way to thrive as a community, right? What a great way to easily help out our comrades, our clanmates, just to share a build of a champion. Share a build. Share a team, right? Here's my dungeon team. Here's the team. Boom. Share it right in chat. Open up a little screen. You can see the builds. Maybe even put it right on your fitting room, right? I mean, if the Hell Hades website can do it, how can Plarium not do it, So share a build, right? That's an easy one. How about engaging in some clan activities together that's not just clan versus clan, right? How about a clan tournament? Not a clan versus clan spend-off tournament. How about we work together as a clan to achieve things, meaning go to a tournament, right? Like there's escalating rewards for our clan based on dungeons, but instead of an individual tournament, how about we work together as a community to achieve things in the game, right? Why not make things more communal inside the game as part of Community Month, How about engaging in a little competitive clan, competitive clan competition. Sorry to be redundant, but how about having a little clan leaderboard? Pull up my clan, I can sort by dungeon. Who's got the best dungeon teams? Dude, listen, dungeons for me, I don't even go to dungeons anymore, right? Dungeons, they need a big rework. All those artifact sets, dungeons are a thing of the past. They're ancient to endgame players, to be fair, right? But you know what would actually get me get my juices flowing about dungeons? Actually going in there and saying, oh, I see, where's my clan members? Here we go. Oh, I see Sato. I see Super Bon. He's the number 1 dragon. He's the number 5 dragon, and I'm number 7. I want to beat him. So I'll actually focus on why not having little leaderboards in the clan? Why not? Is it a game changer in the game? No. But these are just some ideas, right? Some ideas. How about a donation system, right? I mean, they're so stingy with the silver 150K that we're getting here. How about you can donate to things and you can get, perks together as a clan? Other games have these systems and people love them. People love them, So you might not all of those may resonate with you, and you might have better ideas, and please drop them in the comments below and thumbs up other comments that you agree with. But these are things that actually stress the importance of the community in the game. right? So what, in addition to that, what's another way they could tackle this? Ash, this is great, but really, man, like these are not the things that are going to take Raid to the next level. Well, you know what another way to give appreciation to the community is? Listening to the community pain points. They've teased us with this big Hydra rework. I know some of you sickos out there still like Hydra. I'm not one of them, and I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't really like Hydra anymore. But like, more power to you. Everybody likes different things in this game. I like Live Arena. Most of you guys don't like that, right? There's some weirdos out there who like Tag Team Arena. But like, there's a lot to be fixed in this game. Whether it's Tag Team, whether it's Live, whether it's Siege, they could go in there and actually fulfill some of these promises. They're going to look into these older game modes and refine them to make them more fun. That was their quote, not mine. They want to look at these game modes and make them more fun again, right? Or you could just give some of the low-hanging fruit. Some of the things back to the community that we've been asking for a long time. Some people want Minnow. Some people, hey, listen, Minnow's ridiculous. Add super raids. Or make dungeon divers actually apply to all dungeons. Some of these long-time requests from the community, maybe you could alleviate some of those pain points, right? Maybe, I don't know, free gear removal. That was the biggest tease of all time, right? Free gear removal, they gave it for 2 weeks, and it was awesome. We got to experience this game like we never have before, literally, because we were able to actually enjoy this game and try out different builds without having to just like stall out for no energy or no silver, right? It was amazing. I loved it. I didn't see one negative comment about how much more they enjoyed the game. A lot of people were commenting that they were spending more time and money in the game with the free gear removal, right? It's anecdotal. I understand that. But, I reached out to Plarium. I made a whole damn video about it, probably just wasting my breath, honestly. I hope it wasn't, but it probably was. But man, they could have extended that, at least until the end of all these events, the trivia dungeon and stuff, but maybe permanently. I feel like a sucker even asking for that. But the game was so enjoyable for me, a whale, a kraken. Like, I'm a spender in this game, and I was like, this is amazing. This is beautiful. This is nice. It's just so much more of a pleasant experience. But no, I reached out, I asked, and they 3 days later, they responded with we'll check the data and think about it or something, which is, again, at least they responded. I'm not trying to be a brat about it. They don't owe me anything, certainly. But God, it's just yeah, that's never going to happen. Now, I'm an idiot for thinking that it might, right? More artifact and accessory storage, I'll end with a big one. They gave us 2 great buffs, I think, personally. I saw some mixed reviews and other content creators, but my opinion is what they did with Norog is going to make him a great Hydra option now. And what they did with the Galeas is going to be great, too. I think he's going to be a really formidable mythical champion now. I'm excited for it, right? But, man, how about the 150 outdated, mediocre, legendary champions in this game, or heaven forbid, the epics, right? How about my man Razin? We've been asking for a Razin update for years now. They refuse. I don't know, just go to I'm not going to sit here and talk to you all day about champion buffs. But maybe they could give us more than 2, for Community Month, to give the community something, maybe refreshing some of those old champions that we have in our vault for years and years and years, Just look at Bannerlords. Listen, I don't hate all these champions, but Lord Champfort, Sathalia, Killian, Siegfried, Black Knight, Manaya, Richthof, Septimus, Lugan, Adolin. There's so many bad to mediocre champions in this game. There's so many of them that sometimes we forget how many there are, right? And not every champion needs to be the best champion in the game, but they a lot of them after 6 years have fallen off a little bit, right? Just help them stay at least somewhat helpful. When you pull a legendary in a game like this that's so RNG based, you ought to be somewhat excited about it, especially, the Voids and stuff like that. Champions like Angar and Fortis, who they buffed but really just missed the mark. Go in there and give them another buff, right? It's not that hard. I want to end on a funny note here. Check out Jay Giggs' video. This is called How Plarium made the last balance patch. It's a nice little skit for you guys to end this video on one of my favorite creators who I wish I could collab more. But I should collab more, I should say. But I really enjoyed this one. So I'll link it for you guys in the show notes of today's video. Listen, I want to end just by saying that I'm not here to, I mean, who am I, right? I'm just a player like you are. And I make videos like this from time to time because I do love this game and this community, right? And I just kind of wish that there was a bit more in the lines of communication. Like, we hear you and here's where we're going, or here's why we'll never do this, you know, versus like kind of the tease and the silence, you know? And things like community month or whatever it was, it's nice that they did that. It is, you know, and the rewards that they did give us are nice because we wouldn't have got them otherwise, you know, no one would know the difference. But at the same time, it just like, it makes me think of what could be in this game. And I think that's what leads to me to make a video like this from time to time. It's like, damn it, think about all those things, even if we only get a few of them. Man, this game could be so much freaking fun. More than it is right now, you know? So anyway, guys, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care, guys.